Matty, it's not very often we've been speaking this year after a defeat. How do you reflect on the whole performance there?
There was again where there were good bits, but there was probably too many kind of bad bits I think in there. A little bit kind of frustrating again. We didn't kind of get off the bus. That first kind of 20 minutes kind of killed us a little bit. Scored a couple of good tries to kind of get back in the game. And then our attack just went a little bit kind of standstill again, a little bit kind of one-off. So obviously it's frustrating, but I think Rochdale are a good team, and if you're going to come to a place like Rochdale, you have to kind of play well, and we didn't play well enough to win.
A penalty count of 10-0 at half-time, Matty. You'll know full well that at this level, conceding 10 penalties in 40 minutes, conceding 10 in 80 minutes is probably not what you want, but 10 in 40 minutes is not what you need, is it?
No, definitely not. No, and like we said before the game, if we're going to give the ref a decision, it's not going to come against us. It's going to go against us. And we sat and gave the ref decision after decision, and obviously we didn't get it, which obviously is very frustrating. And you can't kind of get any front foot ball if you're kind of getting penalised kind of every kind of 5-10 minutes and stuff like that. So obviously it's definitely very frustrating. We couldn't get any kind of front foot ball, and obviously it's a little bit of a nightmare, but we brought it back in the second half, which is obviously really good. But yeah, we need to kind of work on our kind of discipline at the moment. I think we're against the kind of penalty count more often than not, and obviously it's not working against us.
Pleased with the heart and endeavour that your side showed, because they could have easily stood down and let this Rochdale side run ragged in that second half.
Yeah, Rochdale got tired. You can't play as fast as what they played for 80 minutes. So we knew that obviously it was going to kind of tire and they were going to get slow. But I think we just looked a little bit kind of lethargic. Obviously a couple of kind of changes in the kind of warm-up as well probably didn't kind of help us. But prep's been kind of really good this week. I thought some outstanding performance. There was the best I've seen kind of 10 and kind of play. I thought Seb off the bench was kind of class as well. So there's some real kind of good performances from some of the young lads. But yeah, again, we just didn't really kind of take our opportunities. I think we kind of spent most of the kind of second half in their area and their kind of try line. But if you're not taking the opportunities and you're not putting kind of points on the board, then obviously it starts to get a little bit frustrated, and that's what we got to.
And you came so close to a losing bonus point, which would, I guess, sweetened it a little bit to the defeat.
Yeah, obviously, any kind of points, we speak about it all year, it all comes down to kind of obviously bonus points and points on the road and all that kind of stuff. If we walk away with kind of 2 points there, then obviously it's still a good day out, but not obviously picking up that fourth try, only kind of like missing that kind of last kick and stuff like that. We ended up kind of with no points, and obviously no points in a league where it's kind of really tight at the top. It all makes all the difference.
So you're going to be playing catch up now for the rest of the season. You go to Old Crossings next weekend in a rearranged game. Again, I think it's important that you bounce back, isn't it? You don't want to now go on a run of defeats.
Oh, we always knew that February was going to be tough. 3 home games and 3 games in obviously Leeds and Halifax. Obviously 1 in Manchester, 1 in Halifax, and 1 in Leeds. So obviously it's going to be kind of tough, and it's going to be a huge kind of month for us, and it defines our season. How the lads kind of take the loss, we'll see on Tuesday when the lads kind of show up and put their kind of effort in, and then obviously we go again on Thursday and then Saturday.
And just finally, a word on the supporters who came to Rochdale today. Probably more than we expected, really. They were in good voice throughout the 80 minutes.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I do think that our supporters at times, we are obviously a kind of vocal kind of bunch, and we need to kind of make sure that obviously we're just supporting in the right kind of way, and we're supporting the lads and maybe not kind of like the referee and the referee's kind of his kind of decision making and things, because obviously when you're away from home it's easy to kind of stand out from the crowd, and I thought a little bit today we maybe got a little bit kind of carried away, but obviously we're in Lancashire, and obviously there's a Lancashire ref and things like that as well, and obviously it does become tough, and we just need to kind of work on that and just kind of be positive and play positive and look for positive kind of outcomes.